We are back probably for our last interview today. We're going to head back to the show floor. Don't forget to join us around 5 o'clock right here on Facebook Live and on YouTube as we present the Leadership Awards. And what we're going to be doing is after they get their award, after everything happens, we're going to go backstage with them just the way we would at the Academy Awards and ask them what it felt like to get the Leadership Award. This is very limited. This isn't a big award ceremony. It goes to just 5 people, and these are the people who've really made a change. And talking about change, with us is Sharon Cittone. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, from Seeds and Chips, an organization that has just started recently that's doing fabulous work, and in fact, at their food conference, I couldn't make it, but your food conference that was about 6-7 months ago, you had President Obama there, and my good friend Sam Cass, who were talking about what we need to do globally as it relates to food. So first off, Sharon, tell me more about the organization, what you're doing, and why it's important.
So we started Seeds and Chips 3 years ago, right before Expo in Milan, with the idea that we needed to create a platform that would unite all the players in food and food innovation. And that meant startups, tech companies, food companies, logistics, policymakers, every single stakeholder in this huge business that is food. Why? Because in 2050 we'll be almost 10 billion, because the way we are growing our food now is not sustainable. It just doesn't work. Yeah. So if we want our planet to keep on living, we need to make some changes.
And you're not just talking about agriculture in Italy, you're talking about
worldwide,
globally.
Yes. If we think about pollution, take China. Asia, global, developing countries, the United States. I mean, just agriculture and the impact of what agriculture is in terms of releasing carbon emissions and the way we are growing our crops and destroying our soil. So right now we have the technology to help farmers grow better food with less money, in a way, by using technology. They can save money, they can...
Certainly less resources.
Resources, grow better food, less fertilizers. So in that, we are also going to eat better food, we're going to be healthier, because in a way we have been eating a lot of bad substances.
Well, if you look, the amount of sodium, sugar, and fat that we here in the U.S., but certainly now it's a global issue.
Absolutely.
If you look at obesity rates across the world, it's astounding.
Yeah, actually, the number one cause of death worldwide is malnutrition, not in Africa, but
bad food.
Bad food.
Not having enough food, but just bad food.
Yep.
And certainly that's something that's very preventable.
Absolutely.
And if we look now at the way we grow our food, certainly vertical farming is something that can be in every city. I don't have to, if I live in New York City, there's no reason I can't have a vertical farm in New York City versus having to grow crops in California, even though that's my home state and I love it, and ship it all across the country.
Absolutely.
Because of waste, because of degradation of nutrients, all of that. So
Absolutely.
We're really turning the tide.
Absolutely.
So, tell me more about what you want to do, over the next year or so with Seeds and Chips.
Well, Seeds and Chips, other than the summit, which is a place for us to get all these people there together and really not just discuss the problems, but bring the solutions, we're also consulting companies on open innovation, on ways to innovate themselves. We have a very, very large database, tons of data on startups, so that we can help and really speed up and accelerate them as well. Connect them with partners all over the world that can speed up and accelerate their growth. We're also implementing an innovation platform, which should be ready by our next edition in May. Exactly for this, to sort of accelerate for us. Promoting startups is very important. We will have increase our media platform. That's definitely something that we are starting to do. So for us, it's all about connecting and building relationships. Like Seeds and Chips, what makes us different is that we feel we are an open platform for anybody that has content to come and show that content. So anybody can come, anybody's invited. If they have something to say that they want to say, they just call me up and we make it happen.
Oh, that's great. So what do you hope to achieve at the Fancy Food Show, being here?
Well, definitely we came here with some startups, so I hope for us is always about getting them out there.
The buyer going up and saying, wow, I want that in my stores.
Absolutely, or the retailer. We have some solutions that are great for the grocery stores, whether it's to diminish waste in grocery stores. We have plant-based seafood. We have 15, now she's 18, but she started her startup when she was 15 years old, yes.
And what's the product?
It's CBG, it's batter without, using only 5 or less ingredients, vegan, no peanuts, so it's sort of like a peanut butter without peanuts.
Very cool. I'll have to come over and I'll taste it. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, they have we have a marketplace where producers and retailers can meet, and they, using an algorithm, they sort of match the products. Another one that it will help growers certify their food using predictive analytics. So for us, it's really opening up people to what is innovation.
It's great, and I can assure you that the 16,000 people who are here, the 1,600 exhibitors who are here, everybody needs your help and advice. So thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
So that's going to end our interviews for today. But again, stay tuned for the Leadership Awards behind the scenes look. We'll be back here tomorrow with tons of more influencers, people who are making a change. That's what the Fancy Food Show is all about. So we'll be back, and I hope you'll join us. In the meantime, you can look at all the recordings on Facebook, the past recordings from the day. They'll also be posted on the Specialty Food Association's webpage, and also check it out on YouTube, a behind-the-scenes look. So until 5 o'clock today, stay tuned and eat well.